part 2 of our psychological skills training video. In part 2, we'll be putting all the theory that we learnt in part 1 into a practical application. For this example, we will be doing the box jump. The box jump is a useful activity to help and encourage students do a vertical jump. For example, this is Connor. For this example, Connor is a student that is looking to improve his vertical jump onto the box. This, in turn, will improve Connor's long jump, which is the activity that we're going to try and do. We want this task to be progressively more challenging, and in order to do this, we must prepare a strategy for Connor in order for him to successfully complete the task. And to help the student do this, we will use imagery. So, what is imagery? Imagery is used in psychological skills training to prepare an athlete or even a student mentally to perform a task, a sport, whether that's in training or while performing. For psychological skills training, imagery is used by so many athletes across the world. A report in 1990 showed at as high as 97% of Olympic athletes believed that imagery enhanced their performance and made it even better for the competition. For this example, we'll be using the PETLET model. The PETLET model is a 7-step model to build a script for the athlete for training or for performance. So, what are the 7 steps? The 7 steps of the PETLET model is firstly, physical. Physical is what you feel during doing the task. Are your muscles sore? Are they tired? How do they feel during the task? How do you feel physically? The second is emotions. What are your emotions during doing the task or activity? Are you happy? Are you sad? Or are you even anxious? The third is time. What time of day are you doing it at? What are the time constraints around the activity? For example, soccer is a 90-minute game. The next is the task itself. What are you actually doing? In part 2, we'll be doing a box jump. So that's the task that we have to complete. The next is learning. So what do you learn during the activity? What knowledge do you walk away with at the end of the activity? Next is the environment. Where are you completing this task or activity? And lastly, you've the perspective. So does this script include first or third person perspective? For this example, as we can see here, this is the third person perspective. Connor is in his home gym, which he uses regularly and that he's comfortable with. However, he won't be wearing his regular day-to-day clothes. In our script, we will include the time that we're doing the task. We will also include things like what music we're listening to. We will also, in our script, detail what the experience will be like, becoming comfortable with our environment, how we feel physically, what we're doing physically, and what we're going to be doing throughout the task. However, when it comes to state anxiety, we must detail in our script a way of overcoming a challenge to commit ourselves to completing the task. To do this, we will take slow breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. This is a useful way of calming yourself down and detailing it in your script to complete the task. Then we will accomplish the task. That concludes part 2 of our psychological skills training video. I want to thank you, the viewer, very much for watching. Linked in the description is a useful tool to help teachers understand students' feelings and anxiety levels before completing a task. It is the Illinois competition test. I hope this tool is very useful for the coach or the teacher, yourself, to understand these feelings pre-competition or pre-task. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.